Hi everyone. Today in this video I am going to derive the equation of central orbit. So let's get started. So today I am going to teach you the central orbit. Central orbit. So what do you mean by central orbit? Let us say there is a particle P1, next particle is P2, next particle is P3 and continue same. These particle moves in a plane under the action of force which is always towards the fixed point. Let us say this is a fixed point O and these particle moves under the action of force which is always directed towards the fixed point O. Then the path traced by these particles. This is the path traced by the particle. This path is called the central orbit. So right here, if a particle moves in a plane under the action of force which is always directed towards the fixed point, then the path traced by the particle is called central orbit. Next heading, equation of path in polar coordinates. Let us draw the diagram. By Newton's law, mass into acceleration is equal to force, where O is a fixed point. O is a fixed point and capital F is force, that is acceleration of particle towards point O, with force per unit of mass, with force per unit of mass. Therefore, acceleration in the direction of radius vector is equal to r double dot minus r theta dot square, and this is called acceleration in the direction of radius vector, means it is radial acceleration. In bracket only I will write that is radial acceleration, and this is equal to r double dot minus r theta dot square. Since the force acting along the radius vector, therefore the transverse acceleration is 0. I will write here, since the force acting along the radius vector, therefore transverse acceleration is 0. Therefore transverse acceleration is 0. That is, what is formula for transverse acceleration? 1 by r d by dt of r square theta dot is equal to 0. If you transpose this 1 by r to the right hand side, means simply you will get d by dt of r square theta dot is equal to 0. On integrating, what we get? R square theta dot is equal to, right hand side you will get constant, because if you integrate left hand side d by dt get cancels, you will get r square theta dot is equal to constant, and I will denote that constant as h. Therefore the required equations are, therefore the required equations are, r double dot minus r theta dot square is equal to minus f d, and second one, r square theta dot is equal to 0. Sorry, it is h. R square theta dot is equal to h. So this is the required equations. Next, differential equation of the central orbit in the form of d square u by d theta square, d square u divided by d theta square plus u is equal to p divided by h square and u square, where u is equal to 1 by r and p is equal to acceleration of a particle towards the point O. Let's draw a figure. Let Q be any point or be the position of the particle in time t. So let us say this is a curve Q be the point r comma theta, be the position of the particle in time t, and p be the acceleration of the particle towards the point O. So this is p be the acceleration of the particle towards the point O. Draw this. Angle is equal to theta. Angle at point O is equal to theta. So now write down, let the point Q into bracket r comma theta, r comma theta be the position of the particle, be the position of the particle at time t. Let capital P be the position, be the acceleration of the particle towards the point O. Therefore we have so by using above equations we can write it as r double dot minus r theta dot square is equal to, in spite of force F we have P, that is minus P. Say this is equation 1. The transverse acceleration of the particle is 0. The transverse acceleration of the motion is, that is 1 divided by r d by dt of r square theta dot is equal to 0. Then transpose 1 by r to the right hand side, d by dt of r square theta dot is equal to 0. On integrating, if you integrate this, on integrating, so differentiation get cancels, you will get r square theta dot is equal to, on integrating right hand side you will get constant term, and this constant we can denote it by h. So r square theta dot is equal to h. Find the value for theta dot. Theta dot is equal to h divided by r square, and say that is equation number 2. Given that u is equal to 1 by r, so this is given. The same term we can also write it as r is equal to 1 by u. Now differentiate with respect to t. Differentiate with respect to t. What we get? Left hand side differentiation of r is equal to dr by dt is equal to differentiation of 1 by u is minus 1 divided by u square, and differentiation of u with respect to t is du divided by dt. This is equal to minus 1 divided by u square. Du by dt with respect to theta, we can write it as du by d theta into d theta divided by dt. So this is equal to minus 1 divided by u square into du divided by d theta into d theta by dt is nothing but theta dot. Now substitute the value for theta dot. So minus 1 divided by u square du by d theta into theta dot value is h divided by r square from equation number 2. But given that 1 by u is equal to r, so this is 1 by u is equal to r means minus as it is 1 by u square, we can also write it as r square. So this is du divided by d theta into h divided by r square. So here r square and r square get cancelled. So we are left with dr divided by dt is equal to minus h into du by dt. Sorry, d theta. Now differentiate again with respect to h. If you differentiate again with respect to t, we get differentiate again with respect to t, we get. So if we differentiate again with respect to t, what we get? Differentiation of dr by dt is nothing but d square r by dt square, or briefly you can write it as r double dot. Minus h is constant. What is differentiation of this du by d theta? Differentiation of du by d theta is d square u divided by d theta square, and differentiation of theta with respect to t is d theta divided by dt. So this is equal to minus h into d square u divided by d theta square, and then d theta by dt is nothing but theta dot. So again substitute the value for theta dot from equation number 2. So minus h into d square u divided by d theta square, and substitute the value for theta dot from equation 2. Theta dot is equal to h divided by r square. So this h into h is h square. So total we can write it as minus h square divided by r square into d square u divided by d theta square, which is the value for r double dot. Now substituting the values for theta dot and r double dot in equation number 1. So substituting the values for theta dot and r double dot in equation 1, we get. So what is equation 1? Equation 1 is r double dot minus r theta dot square minus p. This is equation number 1. You have to substitute the value for r double dot and theta dot square, theta dot value. So if you substitute, we get. So that is r double dot value is minus h square divided by r square d square u divided by d theta square, then minus r theta dot square value is equal to h square divided by r raised to 4 is equal to minus p, and this is minus h square. This 1 divided by r square we can also write it as u square d square u divided by d theta square minus r, one of the r get cancelled, so we are left with, that is h square divided by r cube, h square divided by r cube is equal to minus p, and here we have substituted the value for 1 by r is equal to u, so that we obtained that is equal to u square. And now we can also write it as throughout minus sign get cancels, h square u square d square u divided by d theta square minus h square into 1 by r cube. So we can write it as 1 by r cube is nothing but u cube, and minus sign get cancels means we are left with p. Here you will get plus sign because we have taken minus sign outside. And now throughout you can take h square u square common. H square u square if you take common, we are left with d square u divided by d theta square plus, here we are left with u is equal to p. Transpose this h square u square to the right hand side. D square u divided by d theta square plus u is equal to p divided by h square u square, which is the required equation of the central orbit.